And I feel like NA mid laners, no matter what champ they're on, they just do nothing in scale.
This is Azento from Esports Heaven, and I have here with me Jojopyun, victorious against IMT. And I thought the game was a little strange just from the outset of the draft. What are your thoughts on, I guess, the TF disrespect being like left open because it's been like constantly banned? So,
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking if they pick TF. Actually, I don't know if I want to say this, but like I have a counter pick, so
okay.
I was fine leaving TF open, and they didn't pick TF, so I just picked it. Yeah, that's basically it. What we were thinking.
Okay. I look forward to the counter pick whenever it happens. As far as the game and how the game state went, there was seemingly well, no, there was a lot of invades this game. So
Yeah.
why the weird change of pace? Because I feel like I haven't seen a whole lot of teams do heavy invades like that.
I mean, it was just like our level one was pretty strong.
Hmm.
You have Lee Sin, you have Graves, and they can stall it as long as possible. But we were really surprised that they actually like tried to fight us
Mm.
because we thought they would just back off, but they didn't. So, yeah, that's basically what happened.
Okay, so I noticed everyone's kind of you're like the big buzz around the scene in the fact that it seems like you're playing more aggressive than a lot of other mid laners. Why is that? Do you think mid laners just aren't playing aggressive enough just in North America?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, that's the reason. When I watch like the top Korean or Chinese mid laners, even some
Hmm.
European ones, they just none of them just do nothing in lane, right? And I feel like NA mid laners, no matter what champ they're on, they just do nothing in scale, which is, I mean, it works if you're playing like a scaling comp, that's fine. But even on like champs where you can poke and you should play aggressive, they don't. So I just think they're too scared. I'm not sure why, but yeah.
Well, I like to see that kind of aggressiveness coming from a young mid laner, so that's good. So, as far as the systematic changes to the game, what are your thoughts, I guess, on the heavy Drake priority that we're seeing already in this season?
Um, it's interesting. I feel like it takes away from a lot of macro that used to be in League. Back when you can trade objectives and stuff, but now that Drakes are like really strong, it's just team fighting every 5 minutes. I mean, it's interesting and it's pretty fun to team fight, so I don't really mind it, but yeah.
So then you must be kind of considering about the bot lane priority and how there seems to be a lot to do with that. What are your thoughts on that and kind of the game shifting more towards the bot side rather than being more mid centric, maybe in things that we've seen in the past seasons before?
Yeah, I mean last year like there was a lot of mid-centric champs and high prio, but now that this season is like bot prio, I mean I'm just chilling, I guess. I'm not really doing anything, just doing my job. My bot lane is really good, so I don't have to do too much. And it's just like the meta changes that happen. So yeah, we're just adjusting to the meta.
Hmm. So I guess talking a little bit about mid lane and the fact that not only is TF kind of a big pick, but also Corki is an incredibly big pick. Now, I'm just wondering from outside perspective, is this just simply because of the package and the fact that it kind of aligns with Drake priority?
Yeah, I mean also because of first strike, it's really good on Corki, and because
Ah,
packages are like every 5 minutes, and like you said, everyone's playing for dragon, so you basically have it every dragon, which is pretty dumb. And I think if it's a good Corki player, it's pretty hard to punish in lane,
mhm.
especially since none of the animes really play that aggressive, like I said. So kind of just free scaling. Yeah.
Okay. And so I want to get your thoughts finally on objective bounties. It was kind of a big topic in the preseason for a little bit. It kind of got overshadowed by the Drakes. But what are your thoughts on objective bounties and I guess maybe it being unlocked or as a way to get back into the game for the losing team?
Yeah, I mean when it first came out, it was really, really strong. So they nerfed it, and I think now it's at a fine spot. I mean, I still prefer like no objective bounties. I think it's kind of dumb, but it wasn't as broken as before, so I don't really mind it too much right now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I finally want to get your, I guess, take on the big differences maybe between LCS versus Academy. I know you've kind of had a short stint right now in terms of the LCS, but maybe what's like your big takeaway between the two differences? Maybe from like the team perspective, and maybe it's got to do with like the review, and maybe you have more analysts on deck for for the LCS squad, or also like what's the difference maybe in playing, I guess, against these LCS level players too.
I mean, honestly, like when I verse LCS and Academy players, um, at least in lane, I don't see too much of a difference. You know, they both just don't do much. Maybe the LCS players have like better macro. Also, in game, maybe they have better mechanics, the LCS guys,
Mm-hmm.
but there's not too much of a difference so far. But I mean, I didn't scrim every team yet or play every team yet, so I'm not
Sure.
100% sure yet. But I don't think there's too much of a difference, to be honest. You know, obviously LCS is like more in the spotlight and stuff. That's a big difference. That's probably the main difference. Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you continue to play aggressive. I hope it doesn't die off because that's something that is pretty rare in a player, I would say. So appreciate the time you talking with me. This has been Azento from Esports Heaven and Jojopyun from Evil Geniuses. Thank you very much.
Thank you.